I'm curious to learn about how did you introduce the AI to your team internally? Like what kind of reactions you got from them? I would love to get some color on that.
I think AI is scary in all organizations, right? I think I'm quite pro AI and recognize the support that it's going to bring to the industry. So as I've got quite a positive message around AI within the customer service environment that we work in. So from a from the girls, and I call them the CS girls perspective, it was about showing them how AI is going to be able to support them long term. So those types of questions of what goes well in my garden that they're always going to be unsure about, whether it be on an email or even more importantly, sometimes when you're on a phone call, being able to talk to a live AI agent to give you that feedback straight away. They were already in a really, really nice place that they were asking questions that they would never necessarily ask before. So from that was the first touch point. The second touch point was I got them engaged in training. We all know that AI is only as good as the knowledge base. And whilst we've got some fantastic documentation on the website, we also have some fantastic people within the business that also have some great knowledge. If we go back 10 to 15 years ago, every contact center used to have their favorite agent that they used to love training, and they used to send the new starters off over to that one agent to learn for a couple of weeks before they went back to the contact center floor. What I wanted to do is I took a whole team of fantastic agents and gave that knowledge to Alina. So at least that way, we're getting a benchmark of a fantastic agents that all have different skill sets to be able to train one fantastic agent in the form of Alina. And then the third fun part, which is more the fun part for me, which is once you've got a new starter, he has to have a name. So we had Glenn, Glenn is our AI fresh desk agent. Once you give him a name, it becomes more personal to an agent as well at the same time. So it's less about AI helping me. Glenn's helping me every day, or I'm helping Glenn. And once you build that personal collection, they were naturally just willing and eager to help him like it would be any new starter. Because I think once you realize that he was doing that, he was sometimes taking those complex challenges. It's not always about the easy ones. It's about those complex ones. Has emotion, but if you gave him a complex query, he actually doesn't treat it any other way. Whereas sometimes an agent will pause for 10, 15 minutes because they're not quite sure how to reply, or they're not quite sure if they're replying the right way. Whereas AI doesn't think like that. So from a CS perspective, they can pass the complex query to AI to get an understanding. And then when it's handed back to them, they already have all of the information that enables them to make that quicker decision. And again, those are really small steps along the AI journey where you have to show the agents that it's possible rather than just tell them that it's possible.
Actually, that's quite fascinating the way you described your agents are using the complex queries, using it as almost to get a cold start on complex queries, and then using that info to maybe edit and add their own knowledge and expertise, the nuances before getting back to the customer.
Yeah, I mean, we're in a unique landscape now with AI that whatever comes to our desk now, we can ask someone. We always go back to the 5, 10 years ago of you can't ask silly questions and things like that. AI is there to enable us to ask questions that we may not want to ask someone, or we feel silly if we do ask someone. So if you're using an AI perspective, you can ask it any question you like and it will make you more confident, because if your answer is very much the same as an AI answer, gives you more confidence to be able to go out and do the stuff that you really want to do, because every agent in customer service wants to help and support the customer. They sometimes just either don't have the knowledge to be able to do it, or they don't have the confidence to be able to do it. And with the support of AI, we're giving them both. And I think that's a really important function for customer service and I to work together in the future. It's not about taking over, it's about working together.